Hello everyone. Happy Saturday to you all. Those of you here, my name is Discord Webhouse, and today we're going to be continuing more Sunless Sea. The Unterzee calls to me. How you all doing? If you're watching this back later on, I hope you're doing well. But without any more preamble, let's jump right in. Okay, so yeah, we're back in London. Let's see. We have 12 barrels of fuel, 19 supplies, only 5 echoes. Ambitions, objectives. Okay, so we've done that. Gators mourn in Corsair's forest, yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna need to get some more poor reports. So Gators mourn is up there. Let's go do a loop, or we can go further south. Yeah, let's go further south. That'll be fine. The music. I love the music. It's really good in my headphones. January 13th, 1888, we have fed the crew. I wish it would tell us, like, the time. So that we had a more accurate captain's log. Ooh, we're being watched. Let's explore the shore here at Quicker's Haven. Wander a little way along the shore. You take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has brought you something. The remnants of a shipwreck. What has washed up here? Murgatroyds, fungal crackers, an awful lot of them. One must hope that you enjoy fungal crackers, or have an extremely hungry parrot. We've gained 5 supplies, so we're pretty good there. Welcome in, Cuttlefish. How are you doing? There's no shops here. I guess we'll chat to the fisherman. We lose an echo. You doing okay? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves. Smugglers at their work. Can-H ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but nothing to interest the Admiralty. Okay, so that gets us our port report. No islands within Ziba range, eh? Shepherd's Wash, the salty hinterland of London, home to hermits, nuns, and shadowy business. Flitterstone Isle. Ooh. Yeah, what do we have here? January 15th, 1888. A row of watchful Z-bats hang from a cable. Their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Wolf's Rift. Shepherd's Isle. Sheep, lichen, and standing stones. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you there's no actual shepherds here on Shepherd Isles. And sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed. It's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard sitting in the village square nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tails. Ask us anything. Tell us of the standing stones. They're happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. Long way from home. You've heard of the Pillared Sea, where Iram lies. Wise men from Iram came here, 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars, and they were as big as fingers when I were young. Now, they're as you see them. In my son's time, they'll be as big as dock cranes. Okay, well let's write that down. That's strange. Stones shouldn't grow, but oh yes. There's been goings on. In the bleak light of false stars, the surface roiling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 widows swimming. Tentacles. Oh, and then we saw His Highness. Okay, so we want to keep going south west. Yeah, southwest. That sounds wise. What we got here? We got an auroral megalops. Oh, we got the Abbey Rock. Here, the Grim Sisters' lair. A black spire of an island far from anywhere anyone would want to go. And that's how the Sisterhood likes it. Here stands their fortress covenant. And there are bear traps that look friendlier than this. We don't need supplies. And we don't have the echoes for it anyway. We can't offer them gifts, so let's write up our poor report. Nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks and withdraws. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of century. The greatest peril you risk here is a certain purpleness of prose. Let's search the surroundings. There we go. We got some fuel, got some extra supplies that we just tossed, but we also got torpedo components, so that's cool. Can we do anything with these? It's ammunition for torpedo salvos, but I don't think we have that set up yet. And we've got more fuel now, so that's great. I think that ship that was just there is safe, so we'll continue on. Okay, little ships throwing the waves. Oh, we got one of these jelly floors. Let's, Ooh. How dare. Now let's scoop it up. We can use it for supplies. We took 8 damage from it though, that's the unfortunate part. They hurt to pick up. Fair. Very true. I guess it does kind of depend on the jellyfish in question, but you're mostly correct, yeah. So I tried playing, the Iron Republic isn't far from here. Yay. I tried playing Sunless Skies, which is the sequel to this game, with trains. I love the music here. The Iron Republic's music. January 17th, 1888, we discovered the Iron Republic. Ooh. Let's speak to them. Increase hearts. Here we go. Yeah, because the more hearts we have, the better we are at passing challenges. But yeah, I was playing, or trying to play Sunless Skies. I'm not quite as attached to the music. There's no auto drive function, so you're always holding. Well, I guess there is auto, but it's not like the default mode, which is a little annoying. And it's only full throttle. Hell's client state, be wary. Their laws are not the laws of man or nature. Factory engines roar like false lions. Blood thunders in dock pipes. Crimson lightning skitters across the deck. Leaps on the rail, curls there like a cat. The city is reflected in glassy calm harbor. The citizens there have the heads of dogs and serpents. Hell has brought freedom to the Iron Republic. Freedom from all laws, even those of nature. We can't do much of anything here, so we'll compile our port report. It won't be entirely straightforward. The streets won't lie straight. The ink freezes whenever you look away from the inkwell. The sensations of the Republic are overwhelming. The desire for years. This is a desire for years. That is a hatred for fountains. There is an emotion that can only be expressed mathematically. Now, you are awash with the nostalgia of the hatching of the egg. Write it down. Write it all down. Perhaps you'll be rid of it. Yeah, this place is wild. It is literally the, on the border of hell. But it's also the cheapest place to get fuel. In Van Horn Harbor, like, this sounds cool. What's this way? Send our Z-Bat out. The Abyss. I mean, we don't have the submarine yet. Then we can start visiting the Abyss. Oh yeah, another thing that I don't like about the, Sunless Skies. Using the Scout. Using the Scout in the Sunless Skies uses supplies. Okay, so Corky Bay. Wait, what did we just... Oh, Grand Geode. there's a... Oh. Castle Clare. There's a place down here somewhere where we can have our ship upgraded to be a submarine. I'm really trying to avoid that frigate. Oh, we're getting to the... Zellostown, yeah. This is pollen, by the way, in the air. Pollen and wax. The Grand Geode. Oh yeah, they've got a factory and a geode here. A naval base. My apologies. A naval base with Royal Navy's emblems curiously amended. Efficiently, bright-eyed women and men work briskly everywhere you look. They are singing hymns with unfamiliar words. The hard-faced Royal Marines watch you carefully. Barring entry to the geode's heart. Plagued by the docks has been... Wait, a plague by the docks has been defaced with orange paint. Oh, no, not black. Plague. Plaque. My apologies. With orange paint, but you can still make out the original inscription. Station 5. You saw the Commodore, and then there was something bright. You discussed matters of importance, you're certain of it. Chasing clues linger in your memory. A sailor asked to stay behind, and you permitted it because it'll all come clear later, probably. We lost a crew member, and they just men in blacked us. Ooh, we'll take on the Carnelian Exile. Here I am. A ship, I suppose, is both always here and never there, because there becomes here. Mirrors and pages, hells yeah. We're now just a little bit sneakier. Okay, yeah, I think that's wax. Yeah, it slows us down, makes us use more fuel. Speaking of, we should probably start heading back towards, we got a fungus here. A glass chop of dark water, the iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Ooh. Arzila's Bluff. What port is this, though? Oh, this is a risky place to be. Port Carnelian. Ah, Submariner, the fierce philanthropist, will accept her invitation. This is perfect. It wouldn't hurt to have a backing of a wealthy benefactor. This will begin the quest which allows you to obtain a submarine. You expected a sizable gathering, but it is just you, her, and a decanter of admirable sherry. She is not a small woman, and comprehensively occupies her armchair. She wears sensible satins and sensible shoes. Her hair is impeccably curled. I've heard a number of shocking things about you, Captain, all of which I considered thoroughly promising. Her accent has a hint of Merlin's melancholy to it. She must have spent much of her life on the surface. Over time, She asks questions about your travels and listens avidly to your answers. Then she gets down to business. Hey there, Hannity, welcome in. All good. A question, Captain. She tops up her sherry. Some years ago, a nation of the Neath struck an agreement to abandon their research into submarine travel and leave the sea depths untouched. The agreement about nothing of consequence. Sailors mutter about it when listening the Admiralty follies. When listing the Admiralty's follies, you nod. She raises her glass to her lips. And what is your opinion of the agreement? Scoff about it. It is nonsense. Nowhere should be forbidden to the capable explorer. Her smile is conspiratorial. Then we can help each other. I am prepared to finance, in large part, improvements to your ship and make it capable submarine travel. The Admiralty and other powers disapprove of such innovation. Therefore, we will need to be discreet. I have procured experts, laborers, and a workshop. They are well paid and loyal. Here is the address. Meet us there, and we can begin our work. Ooh. We can donate our implication. We still have the first idea of what they're doing. I shall enlighten them. I sacrificed the extraordinary implication for 100 experimental modifications. While entering work the hydraulics, the chief engineer exclaims, her eyes ablaze, but it'll be worth it. And she works for 3 days straight. In the end, they'll have to pry a spanner from her hands and stir laudanum secretly into her tea to convince her to take a break. No one can make head nor tail of the changes she made to the pipework, but the engines whir like moth's wings. Interesting. Phase 2, retrieve a set of sonar schematics. It's sonar. It's unreliable, loud, and stops working below 70 fathoms. But the Admiralty Incarnate must have cracked this back in the day. Engineers have reached an impasse. It's engineers brim with conspiracy theories about old submarine programs. Before the agreement about nothing of consequence, London's Admiralty conducted their submarine research at Station 3. The location of Connate's research is unknown, but a number of scientists relocated to Khan's shadow. Perhaps one of those locations. Ooh, okay, so let's try Station 3. Ooh, let's quickly pan for sapphires in the fungal jungle, because that sounds lovely. Somewhere in that heart runs a river of shining stone. A native ambush. Oh, perhaps ambush is a strong word, but there's a tiger sitting on a bored mushroom cap, asking unflattering questions about your nutritional value. You retreat. Damn. Shops? Damn. Okay, where is... We haven't found Station 3 yet, and we need to get back up to London ASAP. Turn our light off so we hopefully don't attract those bats. Try and avoid this, whirlpool. Rainer's vortex. Hopefully avoid that catfish thing. Behemustache. Okay, we're good. We may need to turn our lamp off though, try and conserve as much fuel as we can. January 22nd. Yeah, turn our lamp off. And avoid the Republican. Yeah, we were near hell there. For a little bit. Yeah, catfish are kind of river fish, are they not? I think so. It looked like a catfish, but yeah, it was a behemoth stash. Our terror's going up. January 23rd, little ships throng the waters here, and the crew grow wistful. They swap old stories of the Sunless Sea. We draw near the Cumian Canal, the way to the surface. We're getting there. Hopefully these port reports are worth something. And we can get some spare fuel from the MLT. Because we're pushing it. An electric catfish today? Ooh, in the River of Styx. It's a little big to be a river, but we could be. Actually, the River of Styx could be somewhere along the edge, leading into here. That could make some sense. Ooh, January 24th, home waters. Sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. We are getting close to London. Haha. Is the sea like a normal sea? I'm pretty sure it's saltwater down here. But honestly, no idea. They call it a sea, so I'm assuming. Let them do their worst. We got nothing to hide. Yay, our terror goes down. We'll collect our messages from the harbor master. On a clatter of song on the dockside soothes the soul. Are there any messages? Someone wants to sign on. Ooh. Something's changed out there. Okay, first thing, MLT. Just catfish like. Submit Shepherd's Isle as fact. Yeah, we'll try. You're met with skepticism. Damn it. Candidly, I'm not sure why you saw fit to trouble us with this nonsense. Is there anything else? Heavy rock? We categorize it as a military installation, you know. Although, that has occasionally raised quite a vigorous debate. At least we got some fuel for it. Excuse me, I need to unlock this. And this, oops, and this. Could you place your report inside? Yes. I imagine somebody will read it. Eventually. There's always someone. Wait. This is blank. Yes, both sides. No, I assure you. No, I know. These things happen in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. Fuel and a little bit of money. Just your theory. Hey, that's a good theory. Some of the geode. The Amity official takes note scrupulously, but with an expression of mild terror, like a novice vivisector wincing with a scalpel, and the rest of the office studiously busies themselves with other tasks. Tell them about Quaker's Haven. Only 5 echoes. Strategic information. We'll pass on the strategic information. For 150 echoes, that's a little better. Maybe some assistance here. Let's see if we can get some spare fuel. The good, free fuel. The bad, a half-an-hour argument with the quartermaster, who insists that your chitties have not been stamped by the Office of Incurious Requests. Eventually, she grudgingly permits you to load your fuel cart with 2 fuel. Rough. Admiralty Yard. Yes, please. Get that all fixed up. That's a 9 fuel. We need to buy a little bit more. Sell the Skintalak. Yay, now we've got some actual words. Money. Echoes. Iron and Misery. What does this do? Glass clear as ice, sharp as salt. That adds 1 to our mirrors. Okay, so the deck weapon. What do we use? Deck. Let's see. Okay, so for 200, this is 12, 12, 1, and 4. This is 8, 8, 1, and 4. Okay, so this is better. Radar. There. Oh, where do we sell the linen? Can we sell that here? Who buys that? I don't know, you buy that. There. Now we've kind of upgraded our ship a bit. Now we just need to find Station 3. We should go back to our lodgings. We'll rest in our room. Visit the Admiralty again. Okay, who awaits our attention? We already have a doctor. Yeah, we already have a doctor, and that's 2 doctors. Ooh, speaking of hiring on crew, though, we know where there's another crew member waiting. So we'll go up to Venderbite. We'll get our, wait, I have a cook. Well, yeah, we need to expand everything just a little bit more. We'll stop here. We've already kind of dealt with this place before, but just stopping and getting the same port reports over again does kind of help. And they're not receiving visitors. It makes it clear through a series of unwelcoming growls that Phoebe, Lucy, and Cynthia are all 3 indisposed. No lunch today. Oh, damn. Restless nights. We will inquire about their dreams in the next morning. What did they see? Eyes in a face. The whole neath lit up like the snuffer mask. Oh yeah, we've heard this one. So our crew is a little on the spooked side. They'll survive. There we go. One shots the little dudes. That's much better. Dissect it for knowledge. Damn, we run through fuel way too quickly. Oh, the light really, Oh, 300 echoes to hire him on. Never mind, we can't do that yet. Nothing else we can do here. We can gather our gossip. need to find station 3. No idea where it could be this time. We'll be taking a pad break in about 2 minutes here. In the creeping tendrils of the fungus Z-weed, unnameable flora, we enter the snares. Oh, now it's January 27th. We need to avoid that. Cage sharks are no joke. The Dubois Maelstrom. Here we go. Now he's running. Okay. Well, in either case, we're going to take a quick break here, and I will be right back. Alright. I return. Let's get back into it. Okay, we'll go up to Gator's Morn. Stalagmites loom in the distance, like the cranes of wolf-stack dogs, but vaster, much vaster. The Corsair's forest. Our lookouts are watchful. I'm kinda hoping I can get some fuel here. Here's more. We'll pay for some strategic information. That's not so bad. Ooh. That is unfortunate. But I think it's a must. We'll gather our intelligence. Gators mourn swarms of the pirates, smugglers, and captains of uncertain allegiances. You could learn a lot here, but you'll need to go carefully. In caution, a steaming bathhouse on a spur of rock. Water slops over the edge of the tubs. Oh, out over the edge, to join the Z far below. Scarred captains boast drunkenly of the prizes they've taken, and the victims they've marked out. You listen from the shadows. So, that counts as our port report. We'll continue out east a little ways before cutting south again. We'll just kind of keep widening this gap out. At least do our best to. Okay, so here's the Sea of Lilies. I probably shouldn't enter too deeply. January 29th, we watch for the fungal pads in the Sea of Lilies. And there's a prison here, guarded by not oracles. And that's where our current cook wants to go, so. Ooh, the tooth-cracking treasure. A chunk of grit baked in your ship's biscuit. You crack a tooth and curse. Your crew chuckles. But when the object turns out to be a diamond, small and badly flawed, but a diamond nonetheless, they all hush. Diamonds are sacred to stone, one says. Give it to the Z, Captain. It'll be luck for us. Let's do the careful thing. The sailors wish to see us give it to the god. Diamond glints once as it reaches the apex of its arc. Down, and the waves reach up to take it. Let's see, abilities. I mean, technically we've already found it. There's port here too, so this is nice. There we go. We'll investigate the wreckage. Ooh, steer over to the port. Oh my god. Officer Rescuer, yes. Pirate Poet. 1 fuel, 1 supplies, and 400 echoes. It's always worthwhile. Godfall. Ooh. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. I'm glad you weren't here when this one did. Them talk of shouting. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder? With their vow of celibacy? They become vague, and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing ships. Well, it's a port report though, so that's nice. And yeah, here we can kind of go southwest. Unfinished pirates. Oh, Clayman. This should be simple enough. Hopefully. Ooh. There we go. Let's investigate the hold. What do we got? What do we got? 1 sack of dark drop coffee beans. We're off. Another restless night. The watches of the night. Yeah, our crew's getting a little scared. Fair enough. Sailing down here in the deep dark cave. February 1st, and the air trembles. A breath of change passes. The funding station... Actually, wait. How close are we to the... Ooh. Yeah, we're pretty close. We might as well go and get a port report from here. February 2nd. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of ship's biscuit. It waggles its antenna impertinently. Tea with the factor. Compile our port report. Pirate steam pinnace. Pressed H recently for the horn. Every now and then. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Saturday to you. The horn is fun. Luton Scuttle. She's a vile vessel and the Z's aren't safe. What do we got? Ooh, 2 more fuel. Always happy to get fuel. But yes, Demiser of D. Welcome in. How are you today? Actually, wait, what's our... We can toss some supplies when we get to the salt lines. Have I died yet? Not on this playthrough. Unproductive Saturday. Hey, everyone's allowed those. Here we go, pirate frigate. Mine now. More supplies, more fuel. And more fuel. Close the gazetter. Yeah, we'll go up to the salt lions. We'll sacrifice some supplies to make room for the stone. It'll be fine. Yeah. We'll visit the unmakers. Oh yeah, they're from the... Get their funding from the bazaar. We've already read that before. Get our port report. For 200 echoes and 20 units of space. Unfortunate, but it'll be fine. Yeah. 40 hull. Let's go straight to London now. We've entered a fog bank. Our gunners struggle to see our foe. It's a good thing we don't have any foe right now. God, I wish I was in a situation where I could afford to toss spare food. At least I'm not gonna run out of fuel. Running out of fuel is the worst. Oh, London's above us. I mean, if we lose a couple crew members, I'd be okay with that. I want to get them claiming soon, though. And we've made it back to London. How wonderful. First things first. Let's deliver our Sphinx Stone. 500 echoes. Yay. Admiralty's office. Ask if there's anything particular they want. More information from Gators Mornigan. Sure. We'll pass on our strategic information for another 150. Yes. Now we're getting some real money. Hand off our port reports. I guess we got nothing else right now. That is fine. Dry dock. Oh, we can't do the Hamilton Yard, that's annoying. 75 echoes. Good enough. Can I sell anything? Do I have anything to sell? No, I don't think so. Oh, sack of coffee. What's that Avid suppressor? Interesting. Make sure our engine never explodes. That's kind of cool. The Bandersnatch? Oh, but that's a forward gun, not a deck gun. Mirrors 3. Ooh, I don't know that we want that though. An aft weapon. Okay, well, you know what we're gonna do instead? We're gonna just go straight to the salt lands again. Bought a forward gun without a forward. No, I haven't done that yet. I've been pretty good. I'm a huge fan of this game. I love the world, the universe. It's great. The music's amazing. I am hoping to find Station 3 again. I'm assuming it's gonna be right in here somewhere. And then I can get my ship upgraded to a submarine again. Start exploring the depths. That's always fun. Come on. We can stand to burn a little bit of fuel. Because we'll have extra. Because the salt lines are just right here. There we go. Investigate the wreckage. Hells yeah. We will have the officer deal with her. He gets us more fuel, more supplies, but more importantly, another 500 echoes. Spend 200 of that. Get more of the Sphinx Stone. Transport it a few more times. And she respawns here pretty reliably. So we can find her pretty easily. We'll get our port report. And we'll carry some Sphinx Stone. Get that back to London. But yeah, Demise, have you played this much? Have you played Fallen London or Sunless Skies as well? If so, what do you think of them? Or the franchise as a whole? Oh, come on. I can't back up any faster. Damn it, 10 damage. Yikes, that's cutting a level plus 33 hull points of 75. Bunch it for our supplies, and we will preserve it. Yeah, there we go. We lost one crew. Hey, that's fine. We have extra for a reason. We're at 6 of 10. It means we go through our supplies just a little bit slower. Itty little bit. It'd be better if I had a clayman, although we might be able to get one now. We'll have to see if the Admiralty will help us with our repairs this time. Because, yeah, we are a little beat up. Deliver our Sphinx Stone. Visit the Admiralty. Damn. Okay, so we won't be getting any subsistence. All good. London. We want to go. Hell yeah. We are fully repaired. That is good enough for now. Okay, So the Carmenus Yard's Health Thrasher is 18, 2 crew damage. Whereas I kind of want to get the nicer motor though. Yeah, I think we'll go with the motor. We can sell that old one. Nice, we've got an upgraded gun, upgraded light, upgraded motor. We can do another run up to the Sphinx Stones, and that should still be fine. We need 2,000 echoes if we want to get our next ship, which deck forward and auxiliary. Hold is a little less, and so is the hull. Less crew. Ooh, less irons bonus though. The Corvette though, 3,000 echoes. That could be nice. Restless Nights. We'll ignore that. Make another run for the Sphinx Stone. February 9th, 1888, we fed the crew. Ooh, a big breeze rises. The improbable scent of stone out of some distant desert. You are close to the Salt Lions. Of course we are. Actually, yeah, now we're just cruising with this motor. This is nice. But I can't help but feel like we're using a fair bit more fuel. There we go. Don't need to bother fighting. Toot our horn. Increase mirrors. Interesting. Oh, we can't talk to the rat? That's unfortunate. Then we'll increase our mirrors a little bit. There we go, 33. Yeah, that's not bad. 59 iron, 33 mirrors, 27 veils, so we're not very sneaky. Yeah, conversion's not so good. But 42 hearts, that's decent. Our tests of terror shouldn't be so bad now. I mean, they'll still suck, but collect our messages, drop off the Sphinx Stone. We'll cruise the docks. meet with our likely lass. Because I feel we haven't done that in a while. Hamilton, tell them about the salt lions. Yeah, we'll get ourselves the townhouse. I can't remember what exactly that's gonna do for us, but I know it's better than renting the room. Although that does drop us significantly. We'll visit our study. Okay, we can create items. Okay, we can basically put things that we've collected together into more valuable versions of the stories and whatnot. Cool. Well, let's see if we'll get some, we'll come around this way. Because, yeah, we're gonna need new port reports. Because we're poor again. It's okay, Captain. Me too. Yay! Butcher for supplies. Dissect it for knowledge. Toot the horn for courage. Ooh. Is there something in the air today? A restless breeze. Well, let's approach the dock. It's probably nothing. A moment passes, the ship slides into dock. Time passes on Mutton Island. Something has changed here. We'll explore the shore. As you prepare to go ashore, your first officer salutes. Captain, before the crew intend to perform a concert on the seashore. You and I are both invited to attend. I shall attend. It'll be good for morale, and perhaps some of them can actually carry a tune. Torches in the night. The cook has converted pots into kettle drums. The quartermaster has improvised a panpipe. That squint-eyed fellow from Shepherd's Wash has brought out an actual fiddle. They set up on the dark beach, lit by torches on poles, and do 8 folk songs and mischievous music hall number called "The Empress Likes Them Quiet," and an old restless little tune like a caged cat. My own composition, the washman confides. Honestly, they're not very good. They're unrehearsed and uneven, and the presence of something serpentine in the surf puts them off. But those homely sounds here on the deep doorstep, something about it lifts the heart. How wonderful. We'll chat to get our port report, and then we must mosey on. I want to clear this area here, and more of this up. I wish I could zoom out a little more on this map, or zoom in a little more on this map. It'd be nice. Jelly Fleur. Interesting. Discovered a jelly fleur from Shepherd's Wash. We shall scoop it. We now have a strange catch. And due south, let's go. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, Abbey Rock, we've been here. This is the Sisterhood. Ooh, we can give them our strange catch. And we can have a feast. The Feast of Saint Neot. Saint Neot is the patron saint of fish. Your strange catch is probably close enough. A dark-skinned, unsmiling sister hands you a coffer. Gathered by our bravest sisters, she says before she lets you take it. It's a long dive to the reefs. The rocks are sharp, the currents are strong. Sometimes there are monsters. Chainmail whispers under her habit. We lost our strange catch, but now we have one thing of Skintalak. We'll take our port report now. Well, that's cool. February 13th. Far off, very far off. Somebody screams. Promised sea all throughout the place. The song of the drownies lies shivering sweet along the wind. Fathom King's Hold. The Larkin Port. Fathom King's Hold. Port named for that most emprising of drownies. Phosphor cells burn green. Somewhere below, the king waits. Trade for white molly flower. You know, we'll compile a port report here and move on. Those granted audience return dazed, awestruck. The king is not generous, but occasionally he is fair. No, we won't let our sailors go ashore. There's no shops here. Yikes. Okay, let's not mess with the Lauren Fluke. It has 600 health and emits beams. I forgot about that. I have not seen one of those in a long time. What are we gonna do about this? At least that only did 2 damage, so... Alpine Amore. Yo, V, welcome in, how are you doing? Yeah, let's get you a proper shout out. Station 3, here we go. In more restrictive brace than you were a week ago, but you're doing okay? Oh yeah, heard about that, and you're very welcome. Ooh. Well, let's search shed 12 then. Your bosun shatters the log with a ball-peen hammer. Inside, your lamps reveal dust-choked workbenches strewn with discarded tools. Shelves of cardboard boxes filled with rivets and bolts, washers and screws. Blackboards roughly scrubbed. Here is an old lunchbox, its half-eaten sandwiches encased in successive generations of exciting fungus. In a rusted filing cabinet, you find the documents you need. A folder of tea-stained research into Zonar. You leave the rotting workshop quietly and return to your ship. The next time you sneeze, your handkerchief comes away black with the workshop dust that crept into your lungs. We'll turn our telescope on shore. Yikes, all the way back in 2013? Well, hopefully it doesn't cause you any more problems. Oh my, I'm doing good. I'm enjoying my return to the Unterzee. I'm getting kinda hungry, but we are fine. Church or something else? You stand on a high point of your ship and look onto shore. The most recent photo up. Ooh, which one was that again? That was... What one did I put up most recently? Do you think I could remember it? Oh yeah. There's a Sunless Sea one that went up the other day, and then last night, Final Fantasy went up. Yeah. And this is technically only part 2 that I'm playing right now, too, for this new playthrough. Let's search for signs of visitors. No evidence. You walk the quay looking for any little sign that might show what sort of ship's dock here and what they deliver, but you find nothing conclusive, not even so much as a smear of pitch or a damp footprint. If any ship but yours has been tied up here in recent days, it's left no evidence. No ships, no shops. Port Carnelian. We'll go up to London first. I want snacks. I want something snacky. I got no snacks. I don't know how to make rice snacky. Yeah, we'll go back up to London. We'll hand in our port reports, hopefully get some funding, buy some more fuel. And then we'll go back down to Port Carnelian. Well, we'll I would always go for a Wendy's burger. I just can't afford a Wendy's burger. Not right now. I mean, I've been watching on the Facebook. So the shop that I'm going to be working on, or working for, they're just starting to get stuff moved in there. So it looks like maybe next week or the week after I'll be starting. So it'll be a little ways until I get a paycheck there, but it's happening soon. And I am super stoked about that. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever not in the mood for a Wendy's burger. Is that even possible? February 16th, 1888. Little ships throng the waters here. The crew grow wistful. And they swap old stories of the sunlit sea. We draw near the Cumian Canal. The way to the surface. What's better, Wendy's burger or chocolate? Oh. Ooh. That is a tough decision. Yeah, no idea. Maybe... Oh, my apologies. I just realized ads are going. We'll take our quick break here, and I will be right back. Alright. I apologize. I am back. Hopefully I wasn't gone for too long there. But yeah, dipping a burger into a Frosty, that sounds epic. Thank you, V. And yeah, job markets are just in pain everywhere right now. Messages. Yeah, we'll visit the Admiralty. Station 3. Oh, 100 echoes for Station 3. Yay. Abbey Rock. Let's see if they'll give us some more. And repair our ship. There we go. Okay, we've got 8 and 4. Let's try going straight to the Salt Lions again. See if we can get another load of Sphinx Stone here. Bam. I'm stoked. That's gonna make rice interesting for maybe one more month. So yeah, not too bad. Here we go, Zeal Port. February 19th. Laughter from the foredeck. Ooh. Who's laughing? Me. All the way to the bank. Because, yeah, this is easy money. Oh. Here we go. The Ecclesias class Corvette, yet again. I think this is the Clay Pirate. Ooh, we're using a fair amount of fuel here, though. Investigate the wreckage. There we go. Only 100 echoes this time. As long as you haul 4 units, you break it. Okay, good to know. Yeah, at 50 and it costs you 20 gold per. Nice. The dulcet wubba tones. Aw, thank you, V. Always glad to have you here. Glad to have you all here. Collect our harbor messages. Hand over the Sphinx Stone. There we go. I think we can do it a couple more times. I know that it eventually runs out. So yeah, we'll try and squeeze in a few more times. And then yeah, we'll have enough money and fuel and whatnot. We'll make a straight run to, where exactly is it again? Port Carnelian. And they'll be able to get us set up with where is it? Becoming a submariner. It's around here somewhere. Ah, miscellaneous. Yeah, we gotta take the schematics down there still. Shouldn't be an issue. Salt lions, here we are. Zeal Port. Such a cozy game. Yeah, we'll have a fair bit of echoes after this. Should be able to stock up on fuel and supplies. There we go. Actually, wait. Okay, yeah, they only buy claymen here. We have to find the land of the clay people. South we go. Down, down, down. We'll go with the supplies. And just keep our hunger down for that little bit longer. On February 24th, on the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment and then fades. We're getting near the Kunyan Canal. True, we're like right parallel with it now. The sun, the sun, the sun. I haven't found the dawn machine yet, not on this one. But it should be around here somewhere. Oh, apologies, bashed my mic. Okay, that's Heavy Rock, Shepherd's Wash. Do you usually go and find the dawn machine? The promise sweet. See, all through this place, the song of the drownies shiver sweet along the wind. The dawn machine found me. Yeah, the sickly yellow girl. Exactly. February 26th, a false star flares in the cavern roof directly above you. Flares and then fades. Yeah, I want to be careful here because there's those really nasty bats. Or are they moths? They might be moths. Carnelian Coast, far to the south, neath roof glimmers. Behemostache. Yay. And somehow we just managed to avoid that? Maybe not. There we go. Yeah, we're good. We're good. To the hidden workshop. On the shore of the gloomy inlet stands a rickety factory. Once, and supposedly still, it was committed to the cutting and polishing of sapphires. Now, it is the place where the fierce philanthropist houses her intrepid staff of engineers. The ingenious men and women who will convert your ship into a submarine. Let us complete Phase 2. I set to work immediately. Your ship is docked to the workshop and concealed beneath a set of awnings. Beneath, hammers ring and drills whir, mechanics argue, reconcile, and improvise. From the outside, your ship looks largely unaltered, but inside, new pipes gleam, and satisfying levers stand by the helm, surrounded by an array of mysterious gauges and dials. This extends the shell hull. A weary engineer explains, "Don't pull it until you're out at sea, eh?" The fierce philanthropist offers you a sherry. "We've done it," she says. "To your new journeys, Captain, wherever they may lead." If you trade the ship for another, your chief engineer will automatically apply the submarine conversion process to your new vessel. Future captains can obtain the submarine conversion by returning to Port Carnelian. They don't have to do the quest. That is very handy. A dapper gentleman lounges by a chute of flowers, admiring butterflies with a predatory gleam in his eye. Will you help him find the quarry of a lifetime? With a satisfying nod towards your ship, Incomparable Aurelian slips the butterfly into a killing jar. He explains as the vibrant orange wings beat against the glass. "You've been beneath the waves, I see. And I trust you've seen tyrant moths as well. Fine creatures, but nothing compared to the regal kin of most moth. I know where to find it, and with your ship, we can see it hatch." He gazes down at the butterfly. "Now still, take me down to the undercrow, and I'll show you something worth preserving forever." Undercrow. The governor is very, very busy. An attaché offers you a bowl of sugared puffballs and explains the work the governor does among the natives. I've got to keep them happy. What? After all, they are tigers. Intriguing. Let's try panning for sapphires. Nope, we failed. I guess onward. Here we go. So I picked up a settlement some distance to the north. Oh, what do we got here? Retrieve the sunken treasure. Let's try. We don our diving suits and lead a small crew down to the wreck. The lights of your submarine push the darkness around you to reveal a gash in the ship's hull, which allows easy entrance. Your search uncovers neither reward nor peril. The crewman expels a stream of bubbles in relief and frustration. The moment before an eel as thick as a barrel of your deck gun engulfs his helmeted head. Ugh. You do for the eel with a machete, but it's too late for your crewman. The sea teaches its lessons swiftly. Z's bounty sustains us. Oh, +1 supplies. eagle. Well, let's dock here. The station is pinned to the surface of Eagle. Once it was a roving vessel, the fort is kettle and floated freely from place to place. Now it is stuck on the spines of a fluke rock. Ooh. Well, gather a description of the fort's kettle and survey its resources. You scrape away a little of the sealant, the color of amber and texture of wax, and that keeps out the seawater, where the hole is pierced by the spines of eagle. You sketch the arrangement of the decks and hatches, so far as you've been able to reach, but about the population you cannot offer much detail. The tomb colonists decline to be identified, and the traveling postman laughs at you. What is this? Not good. Ooh, very not good. That acid it spit did 30 damage to us, and then it rammed us for 16 and we lost 2 crew. Oh, which means we're also stuck at 50% speed. Not good. Zayla raises her head, sniffs sharply. Blood on the wind. So yeah, we're kind of limping back to London. Unless there's crew here we can pick up. You never know. No, but we may lose crew if we're not careful, so we shall just head out. You have to be careful, because now we can't really run from anything. We can try and dive underwater to run, which does work, but it could also put us in more danger. I want to fill these areas in. Aye aye. No. We took 7 damage from that. We have 17 hull points. No, 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 no. Oh. No. Oh God. If we hit him one more time, we're done. Well, shit. And we've done so much. We didn't even get to write a will. We had lodgings, but now that's gone. What shall I do? We could be... Or their chart, which would be handy because that's all the spots. No, we'll go with this, because then we don't have to buy the weapon, which was 1,000. We shall accept our legacy. Let's see. Veteran. For immortality. Captain. Old wub. We can sell the book. Okay, we get rid of that. Someone wants passage. She embraces you and gives you Captain... Oh yeah, she wants up to vendor bite. Easy enough. Sell that. Oh, never mind, it was only 200. What about the... Oh, it was the engine that was worth 1,000. Damn, and the light. Damn. Well, so much good stuff. We'll adopt the Blem again. Visit the Hamilty. Ask if they want me to go anywhere. The funging station. Okay. Sure. Leave the Hamilty. I'll have to take passage for the tomb colonist. What do the Firefox candles do? I'm not even sure. I don't think I've ever used one. Did you want out there, Jinx? There you go. There you go. Okay. Damn. Look at all that. No, that's brutal. Bed Stivener's Abyss. All over again. Hunter's Keep. Low Barnett. Hunter's Keep. Reconnoitered the island. Let's spy on the house. Present herself. And have lunch with Cynthia. we go. No islands within Z-bat range. Lies. What are you doing all the way out here? Loot and scuttle. A firkin of prisoners, honey. Vendor by just a little ways north of here. I'm gonna go do a sleep. All good. I too am getting pretty close to packing it in for the evening. But I hope you rest well, Cuttlefish. Thank you so very much for coming and hanging out. There we go. Bound for polythrene. We'll explore Venderbite. We'll take him with. So now we have 9 crew. Waiting for birth. Done good work. This one keeps a little shrine to salt. We will permit it. Tanachuk. Guess we should try and fill in the coastline. It's so slow again. And blood on the wind. Oh, Davies Bay. Prickfinger Waste. There we go. But yeah, I think we'll get down to London, we'll settle in, and then pack it in. There we go. The low Barnett. Here we go. Actually, you know what? Before we turn in, let's go down here. Because this is nifty. You can't really go anywhere. But it does give you some extra echoes. The Department of Menace Eradication, and the Echo Bazaar. Yeah. So yeah, can't really do anything with it, but free experience. So you might as well. What's the matter, Jinx? You had your dinner. I still gotta make my rice. Calm down, bud. Okay, well, Collect our messages from the harbor master. We'll consider the specialist surgeon. Because she's good to have on. Oh yeah, we need wine. First we'll go to the Admiralty, we'll give them Hunter's Keep. Did I not get a port report for Vanderbite? We're off. Okay, nothing for the Labyrinth. Read the morning paper. Rest in the room. There we go. Calm down, bud. You're fine. But yeah, I think we will wrap it here. This has been a lot of fun. There we go. But yes, thank you so very much, everybody, for coming to hang out with me in this fine Saturday evening. For those of you new here, my name is Discord Wubhouse. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday here on the Twitch. Though my schedule is currently up in the air, things may be changing coming up as I move into a new job. But if you have enjoyed what we're doing here and you want to catch past streams, clips, highlights, wonderful things, I do have a YouTube. You may be watching this on YouTube, but if you are, hello. You can find and follow me over there at Discordant Productions. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a follow, subscribe. Or, if you're really enjoying what we're doing here and you want to join us off stream, join us for community nights, game nights, movie nights, all that wonderful stuff. In our Discord server. All the links in all the usual places. So again, please remember to take care and stay awesome. Until next time. Bye-bye.